Here we are going to discuss the DMA operations, that is called as a direct memory access of computer architecture and organization subject. This is a very important topic, how we access or assess the direct memory access or DMA operations, or how we perform the DMA operations. Now, what indicated DMA memory, or that is called a direct memory access? DMA stand for direct memory access. It is designed by Intel to transfer the data at the fast state rest. If you want to send the data at a fast state rest, then direct memory access is the very important things. Now, it allows the device to transfer the data directly from or without interference of the CPU. We know that any operations we have, the operations is going to perform the central processing unit. Central processing unit has a lot of works. If we want to access the data from IO devices to memory without requesting the CPU or without interrupting the CPU, then that concept is called as a direct memory access. Is a very important concept where which we can improve the speed or data rates or speed of processing. Now, using the DMA controller, the device requests CPU hold its data. What I say? Using the DMA controller, the device requests the CPU. What are the devices here we have? They request the CPU to hold its data, address and control bus, so that the device is free to transfer the data directly from memory or from memory. First, the DMA send the request to the CPU, hold the data, address and control bus, so that the device is free to transfer the data from directly from the to or from the memory. Now the next point is that the DMA data transfer is initiated only after receiving HLD signal from the CPU. We know that what are the DMA operations here we have, it initiate only after the receiving the HLD signal from the CPU. We have the two types of signal, HOLD and HLD. Okay, that's related to DMA operations. Now, what indicated DMA operations or how it is operated? Initially, when the device has sent the data between the device and memory, the device has to send the DMA request, that is called as a DRQ, to the DMA controller. Whatever the device want to send the data, it first send the request to the DMA controller. Now the DMA controller send the HOLD request. What are the DMA controller receive the signal from the devices? It send the request to the CPU and wait for the CPU to accept the HLD. Then the microprocessor tries state all the data bus, address bus and control bus. The CPU control over bus and acknowledge the HLD request to the HLD signal. Now the CPU is hold state and the DMA controller has managed the operations over the between the CPU and memory and IO devices. How it is possible using this diagram? The DMA controller, the data transfer to transfer the data between the memory and IO devices, the DMA controller takes or control the system from the processor and transfer the data in the place over the bus. Now here we observe IO devices. Here we have the IO devices. That IO devices want to send the data to the memory, or memory want to send the data to the IO devices without interrupting the central processing unit. So it need to free that buses to communicate or to send the data between the memory and IO devices, which is already assessed or held by the central processing unit. Now how do these operations take place? Here IO devices send the DMA request to the DMC, that is called as a DMA controller. DMA controller in second stage send the HOLD signal. Now in the third state it send the starting address to the DMA. In the fourth state the HLD signal is sent to the DMA. After that, receiving the HLD signal, the DMA acknowledged to the IO devices. Now the data and buses are data path is free or buses are free. Now you can transfer the data. Now at the last stage, at the sixth stage, here you can observe the sixth stage, the memory and IO devices send the data because the buses are the free. So this is related to direct memory access. So thank you.